Welcome everyone. This is Margie Lash, and tonight our topic is CBD oil applications and amazing benefits. And we're going to go ahead and jump right into our presentation. I don't want to keep you longer than necessary. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. So the first thing that I want to just have our disclosure up on the screen. So for those of you that are listening on your phone, I'll just read through the disclosure. Representations regarding the efficacy and safety of CBD Pure have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. The FDA only evaluates foods and drugs, not supplements like these products. These products are not intended to diagnose, prevent, treat, or cure any disease. And these statements have not been evaluated by the FDA and are not intended to diagnose. The cannabidiol in CBD Pure is a natural constituent of industrial hemp plant, and legally imported CBD Pure does not sell or distribute any products that are in violation of the United States Controlled Substances Act. So now we're covered. So just to get started with this, a lot of people say, is CBD legal and will it get you high? And the answer to that is it is legal because it is made from industrial hemp, which is a legal product to be sold in 50 states, all 50 states in the United States. And it will not get you high. It is high in CBD, which is the cannabidiol, and it's low in THC. To be legal, to be sold as a dietary supplement, it needs to have less than 0.3% THC. And THC is what's commonly found in marijuana. And that is what the THC is what causes the high or intoxicated feeling. So just so everybody is on the same page.
No, but she said bring to the verse.
Okay.
Looks like
Okay. So, CBD oil supports many body systems. And so when we're talking about body systems, we're talking about different areas of our body that can uptake the CBD, the constituents of the CBD oil. So the neurological, nervous system, both of those have to do with the nerves in our body, and all kinds of things that are involved with these body systems can be supported by CBD oil. So when we're talking about neurological, we're talking about things that might affect our brain function. We're talking about and the nervous system. So the neurological and the nervous system are tied very closely together. And so anything that affects those systems can be supported by CBD. The digestive system, the respiratory system, the immune system and immune functioning. And in fact, CBD oil is safe to be used by people that have organ transplants, for example. So it supports the immune system in a very beneficial way. It has anti-inflammatory properties. It also supports the cardiovascular system. So anything that has to do with the heart and the blood and all that flow through the body. So the research is very clear. There's research to support all kinds of issues, health challenges, and CBD can be used for many things, many issues that people are experiencing. One really wonderful study that just recently came out showed that people who were using CBD specifically, not the THC component, so not medical marijuana, but the CBD itself. So the cannabidiol, that's what CBD stands for. It's just that abbreviation for cannabidiol. And that component really helped fracture healing and bone strength which is quite a remarkable finding. Really good peer-reviewed research done that showed that there was significant increase in bone growth, and it increased or improved the fracture healing. Eye health, it can be used for things like people that are experiencing glaucoma and other kinds of things like that. Emotional well-being, it's great to provide a sense of calm, and it helps people to reduce anxious feelings. So it's very, very supportive of emotional well-being. In terms of neurologic health, there are all kinds of studies that show that CBD assists in symptom relief in things like Parkinson's and seizure disorders and that kind of thing as well. And the nervous system, it's wonderful for supporting people who are experiencing nerve pain and that kind of thing. So all of these things are super, super helpful, and those are just some of the things that we can focus on. We are going to be doing additional webinars in our education series here, and we're going to concentrate on some specific health challenges that people may be experiencing or may have loved ones that are experiencing. So look for those announcements as they come out, and be sure that you're on our newsletter, that you receive our newsletter so that you'll get those kinds of things. You can always be sure, send us an email. We'll have our email address at the end, and you can be sure that you're going to get notification of those things. So this is a slide that tells you a little bit about some of the kinds of things that CBD can assist with. And I'm going to move my cursor over here. Hopefully you can see that. This column that is in kind of the turquoisey color, that this is the CBD column. So those of you that are listening to this can't see the slides, but you may want to watch the replay. I will be sending the link to everyone that registered for the webinar so that you can watch the replay if you're on the phone. But all kinds of things. You'll see that anything that's marked in this light blue column is something that CBD can support. And so you can see by comparison these are all the cannabinoids. There's CBN, CBG, then CBD, THC, THCV, and CBC. You can see that CBD is relevant for almost all of the issues. And when you see the places where you have a blank spot, those are the few that it doesn't address. So just something of great interest to note that cannabinoids are helpful for many things. This is another put out by a different laboratory talking about, and CBD, and this one is in this green column. So you can see when you look across the board at all the cannabinoids, CBD is the one that is characterized in helping most of the conditions that people are wanting to use it for. So that's an important element. And if you're interested in really looking at these closely, you can send me an email and I will be happy to reply with copies of these so that you can take a look at them. So the endocannabinoid system is a little known part of our human workings. I think many people were not aware that there is such a thing in our bodies, but there is in fact something called the human cannabinoid system, endocannabinoid system. And what that means is that there are cell receptor sites that reside in our body that can uptake CBD. So the cannabidiol is a very valuable nutrient to be used by our cells to help different functioning body systems. And this slide shows you about CB1 and CB2. CB1 is the part that is related to the brain and central nervous system. And so the CB1 receptors are really concentrated mainly in the brain and the central nervous system. So when you look at where the light blue coloration is, you can see that they're kind of, and they're kind of spotty throughout the nervous system. The CB2 receptor is found mostly in our organs. So you can see, in the digestive tract, there's lots of places there. So I'm just going to make sure that, okay. So what happens with the CBD oil is it goes into our body, and we love the system of CBD Pure, which we'll talk about in a couple of minutes. But the CBD that we recommend is a sublingual administration. So it gets right into our bloodstream and can go right to the places that it's needed. And so when CBD goes into our body, it doesn't bind directly to CB1 and CB2. It goes in and it assists CB1 and CB2 to uptake all the elements, the constituents of this. And so it's a very, very valuable constituent for our bodies to have. And let's see. Now I can't see my little, where is it? There it is. So we're going to talk just a minute. Here's another slide about hemp CBD wellness in your body, and it's taking a look at different organs and different things that can be helped. And so we just look at applications, multiple applications for use of CBD oil. So it is great for people who have been experiencing long-term health issues or pain issues. It can be used as a daily, we recommend that it be used as a daily supplement to maintain and promote general well-being, mood, and stress levels. And really even for significant health issues, challenges, CBD oil is best taken as a daily supplement, not situationally. So it's not the kind of thing that we would recommend that you are feeling, you would like to improve some particular part, something, let's say you have some pain in your body and you wait until you have the pain to take it. That's not the best way to use it. It's best to use it as a daily supplement, get it on board in your system every day, and over a period of time with consistent use, many people see improvement in their health and wellness. And so that's the way we recommend it be used. You really do need to be very consistent with your use, and we do recommend that you take it at least twice a day. Some people can take it more frequently if they need to. So cannabidiol has no known toxicity level and no side effects. Those are really important issues. So that having said that you can take it more often than twice a day is the general kind of thing for people that just want to be sure that they have it in their system. So for example, I take it morning and evening. And my husband, Marty, who has had significant health challenges, a lot of pain, and we didn't do really a background, and maybe we'll go back and do that in a minute, but he takes it 4 or 5 times a day, and, or I guess at least 3 times a day. And sometimes he does need to take it 4 or 5 times a day to just help his body feel better. And so there are no side effects and is no toxicity level, so it's not an issue. There are thousands of research studies that have shown that CBD oil has significant health benefits. So that's all really good. Let's talk for a moment before we go any further about how we came to providing this and supporting people to have the help of CBD oil. So I've been working in the natural health field for many years, and my background is in education, so I love teaching people about things that can help them be healthy. So what I'd like to say is that what happened and how we got involved with CBD is that in my way of looking for natural solutions for lots of things, I wanted to help my husband, Marty. Marty has been suffering with significant back pain for 4 years or so. And he's had a lot of things go on, and I was searching for something that could help him in a natural way. And so after much research and much study, I came across CBD oil, and the rest is basically history, but I'm going to allow Marty to tell you a little bit about his background and kind of how CBD has helped him. So Marty, would you please share?
Sure. Hello, everyone. A lot of you have heard this story before. You'll find out that I'm consistent because it's basically what happened. And as Margie said, I had been having back difficulties for about 4 years. It was probably a disc problem that irritated my nerve. And so, of course, the first thing they did was give me 3 or 4 epidural shots. That didn't help. So then the pain medication started, and I was quickly on opioids after about 6 months of trying to correct it. Since the epidurals didn't work, the next thing was a microdiscectomy. And so they did that, and of course that didn't work either, and I continued on the opioids all through this period. And they tried more epidurals, actually, and some other things, and then they decided that it would be best for me to get a neurostimulator implant, which, for those of you who don't know, is basically a lead that is behind my spinal column that I have a wire connected to that is actually hooked up to my butt. And there's a battery there that is charged through a belt that I then can control this electronic lead to manage my pain. So they did that operation 3 times, I think, and maybe even 4 to get it right. And I was still on the opioids, and I was still having pain, and I was just, that was just the way it was going to be. And then, as Margie said, she was looking at alternative solutions, which she has recommended many times before this. And I said, no, I've tried everything. I've tried this, I've tried that, and nothing works. I'm just going to keep going the way I am. And when I thought further about the CBD oil, which I had no idea what it was at that time, I thought, well, it's worth a try, right? It's, I'll go to a class, but I won't go to a class. I didn't want to go to a class because I'd been to other classes for other things. I didn't want to go to a class, but I would try it. So I tried it that day, and for me, which is really odd, I wouldn't recommend this for anybody, but for me, I felt that afternoon that I was feeling better. That not that I was better, that I was feeling better, that my pain level had decreased, and I was feeling a little better. And I said to Margie that I don't really know if that's that CBD oil because I'm still taking opioids, and it's kind of hard to tell. So as an experiment over the next 30 days, by the way, I was also taking some nerve medication to calm my nerves too, an antidepressant, which made me depressed. But I was taking that as well as the opioids. But anyway, over the next 30 days, I weaned myself off of, which of course the doctors told me not to do. I weaned myself off of the opioids and the nerve medication using CBD oil. Now, I can say none of this what I'm saying is compliant, but it's my story, and I'm not on the internet. and so I can say whatever I want. And then over the next 30 days, I weaned myself off the CBD. I'm sorry, off the opioids and the nerve medication, and was strictly on. My only thing I was taking for my back was CBD oil. Now I still had the neurostimulator in my back, the electronic lead, which I still use. But along with the CBD, I have my pain quite under control. I still have some bad times, which I was still having with the opioids and the other medication. But generally, I would say my pain is a lot less and a lot more manageable. And if I am having extreme pain, I'll take a little more CBD. And if that doesn't work, I'll take an Aleve. So taking an occasional Aleve versus being hooked on opioids, probably I was at the end, I was taking about eight pills a day. So going from that to this is obviously quite amazing. And so that's my story, and that's really how we got involved, really heavy duty, is because this was just, to me, like a miracle cure, and we wanted to share it with others. So, and if we could make a little money along the way, that was a good thing too. So that's how I got here, and I just want to invite you all to join me tomorrow night. I will be doing another webinar. Margie will be talking about that, about becoming either a wellness affiliate or a retailer, and finding a way to be able to offer this amazing oil to others. So I'll turn it back over to Margie, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you, Marty. So at the end, we'll have time for questions. So don't worry, if you have a question, jot it down and be sure to ask us at the end. And know also that, of course, we're always available via phone or email or whatever. We love to help people. This is something that's super important to us. And finding a natural way of dealing with significant health challenges has been remarkable for us. And so just to give you a little bit more about how this whole thing works. So CBD products are trusted by lots of holistic health professionals and, of course, health-conscious people everywhere. In some countries, CBD oil is already classified as a medication because it's been proven so effective. In the United States, at the present time, it's available without a prescription. It's considered a dietary supplement. And so in this slide, you can see that it supports mental health, general health, and restores balance. And these really are the three major ways of looking at how CBD can help you. It helps all kinds of, as I said, it helps with inflammatory issues, and it helps our emotions, and it helps with mental clarity. It helps just general health, because it reduces, really supports a healthy inflammatory response in the body. It really supports general health. And that is really a major thing as far as I'm concerned, and one of the reasons to use CBD oil as part of your daily wellness routine. So we want to talk about why CBD Pure. So why did we choose this particular brand? We tried several brands along the way, and this is the one that we have really come to love. And there's definite science behind this, and this is one of the things that's super important to us. This particular CBD oil, CBD Pure, comes from a natural flavored full spectrum hemp oil, and it works synergistically with the concentrated CBD. So CBD, there's a CBD serum that's the strength of the oil comes from the serum. So it's a wonderful product. We love everything about it. It is third-party tested. It is it's cold pressed, so the hemp oil carrier is cold pressed and unrefined. Two very important issues when talking about oils. The CBD itself is CO2 extracted, which that may mean little or nothing to you, but that is the industry standard for extraction of these kinds of constituents. So it's a very important thing to know what kind of extraction was used in processing this oil so that it has the efficacy that we expect from CBD oil. And it's organic and it's pure. Really important things. And the last important product or element of CBD Pure is that it's sublingual administration, which means we put it under our tongue, we hold it there for a period of time, and then we swallow. So we wait for the constituents of the oil to be absorbed directly into our bloodstream. Our blood vessels are very close to the surface under our tongue, and therefore the constituents of the oil can go directly into the bloodstream and bypass the digestive system, where many things can be lost, and the true efficiency and efficacy of the product is often destroyed. So we just really feel very sure that this product is one of the very best on the market. So here's a little more about quality, purity, and effectiveness. It starts with strict manufacturing guidelines, as well as stringent quality control protocols necessary to provide the highest quality CBD product available on the market. And CBD Pure has third-party testing. So that means it's arm's length. It has nothing to do with the manufacturer. The manufacturer pays this third-party testing laboratory to do the testing, independent testing, and that is how we can be sure that we are getting the very best quality product. And so this just gives you a little bit about that. So which product is right for you? So we have 3 strengths. There is the CBD Pure 600, and it's developed for people with significant health challenges. It provides maximum health and wellness benefits, and when taken twice a day, it delivers 20 milligrams of CBD, cannabidiol. The 300 is developed for those looking for a great complement, to their diet. It supercharges their health and wellness, and it provides 10 milligrams of cannabidiol when taken twice a day. And the 100 is looking to give people a general boost. It's great for pets and children, and it gives you about 3.3 milligrams of cannabidiol per day. And so this just gives you a little bit. So for those of you listening, the 600 product is $79.99. The 300 is $54.99, and the 100 is $29.99. Just to give you a little bit of more information. So we'll open this up for questions in just a minute, but just as Marty mentioned, if you're interested in being involved in the hemp product industry, this is an exploding industry, and you really are passionate about helping others, this is a really good way of doing that. This product, I really believe that anyone that's over 45 years old should be taking this product on a daily basis. It really supports such good health, and certainly has made a difference not only in Marty's life, but in my life as well. I take it twice a day. I don't have any significant health issues, but I have noticed such an increased sense of calm, and I don't react to things as quickly. So I just feel a much more even and balanced state. And so that's why I take it on a daily basis. So just if you're interested in learning more about our Wellness Affiliate Program, we will have a special offer for those who enroll as wellness affiliates tomorrow, or you don't have to enroll tomorrow evening, but we will offer something especially special for those of you that enroll as wellness affiliates because you attended this webinar. And on the screen is the registration link. You can also go to holisticlifecbd.com to register for tomorrow's webinar, and you can always email us too, and we'll be happy to provide the link for you. So we're going to open it up for questions, and just so that you know, we want to know how we can help you. If you were invited to this webinar by someone who is already one of our wellness affiliates, please get back in touch with them and place your order. I'm sure you're going to want to purchase the product, and your wellness affiliate can also give you additional information. Of course, if you learned about the webinar from social media, from Marty, or from me, you can contact me at 949-351-7085, or you can email me at margie@holisticlife.com. Those of you that are on the phone, I'll spell holistic life or holistic for you. It's WHOLEISTIC life, LIFE.com. And so let's just open up if you have a question, actually, I think you can unmute yourself, but I'm gonna see if here we go. I can unmute you if you would like me to. Does anybody have a question? I'm gonna unmute you all, and then, oh, I'm not unmuting, there we go.
We're unmuted.
Okay, I think everybody's unmuted now. So does anybody have a question? No questions? Okay.
Margie,
Yes.
this is Meredith.
Hi, Meredith.
Hi. I just wanted to comment on, I was hoping that at some point along the way here that we could start either sending them to you, or sharing probably, something in writing about some testimonials. I started out by giving some bottles out to people that I knew had very specific things that they had tried, lots of other things for, to help. And my response that I've gotten back from people, honestly, is just amazing. And I can't sell anything unless I believe it and I feel good about it. So I needed that time to gather up that information. And I mean, honestly, the results are amazing.
Would you like to share something particular, Meredith, like one testimonial or story? Because I have one also that I'm going to share, but I'd love to hear you share one. It would be wonderful.
Yes, I will. Aside from myself, which I think is just sort of the general anxiety that a lot of people suffer, that this has been tremendous for. I have a friend in Indiana who has a niece, and she suffered an extremely traumatic experience when she was a child. And she has night terrors. And her doctor, she's been on hardcore medicine that they've given her to try and calm her and for her to be able to sleep, and it's honestly never worked. And 3 days after she started taking CBD, she was sleeping through the night, and it stopped her night terror.
Wow.
And I think that is just, I mean, my girlfriend was literally like crying when she told me. It was so cool.
Wow, and I love that story. I mean, that's a really wonderful one. And how old is the child?
She's in her teens now. And
okay, so and which strength is she taking? Because that's something that is nice to know.
She was taking the 600 because I had actually sent my friend a bottle of 600 for her to try.
Okay.
Share it with her to see if it would have any effect on that particular, because they've literally tried it. So it was 600.
Okay, awesome. Okay, that's great. I'm going to share a little story too. This is a testimonial. You know what? I think somebody muted there. I'm going to mute you here. Okay, I think we're good now. So I received an email a couple of days ago, and this is what it said. Margie, just want to say thank you. My husband has been suffering with back pain for 2 years. He is facing surgery. The CBD oil you recommended has helped so much these past few weeks. With less inflammation, he has so much less pain. Thank you. So that to me is just amazing, right? It's similar to Marty's story. It didn't take him very long to reap the benefits of the CBD. And so I think that's, really, really amazing and wonderful. So looks like, let's see.
Yeah, I'd like to say something.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I know some of you, again, have heard me say this before, but a lot of times I'll get people that will balk a little bit. Either number one, they don't think CBD oil will work, or they don't want to spend the money, or whatever. And I always say the same thing. If you're having a situation, whether it be pain or whether it be, emotional issues, or whether, a child is suffering from a lack of attention. I can't use the exact diseases or I'll go to jail. But they can't keep attention or something of that nature. And you're not willing to try for at the most $80, because that would be a bottle of 600. If you're not willing to try that, then I sometimes actually say to them, well, then you must not be in too much pain, or it must be that serious. So I think it proves, Meredith, by sending, your friend that and them trying it, that it worked for them. Now, what I always say is it doesn't work for everybody. It's not no kind of solution, whether it be a medication or whatever, the same thing works for everybody. That's why they have the same many different brands or different slants on the same drugs. But I will tell you that to me, it's worth it. It's definitely worth a try. If that guy was going to have surgery and he started taking CBD and it helped him enough to either avoid surgery or to have less discomfort, I mean, that's crazy. So if somebody just doubts you or questions whatever, I mean, the answer is if it's not worth, that amount of money to try it, then you're not that bad off. I hate to put it like that.
Thanks, Marty. I of course agree. I mean, I think this is something that can help in such a significant way, and there's no harm in trying it. And if people are concerned about, interaction with other things, it doesn't have that kind of thing that goes on. It is really a relatively safe product. It is considered a dietary supplement. I know I kind of said that along the way, but maybe that didn't sink in with people. So it is a dietary supplement and really is a very safe product. So what we would like for you to do is if someone recommended that you be on this webinar, please go back to them and follow up and place your order. And of course, if you didn't come as a result of someone inviting you, then certainly contact us. We would be more than happy to help you get this product and find out how it will work for you. So any other questions or any other stories? Would anybody like to share? Anything else? Let's see. You can unmute yourself, I believe. So if you can see your little, but maybe I'll unmute you just in case. I don't know.
I'm just going to say that if you do know somebody who's interested in becoming a wellness affiliate, or you have a retailer, we'll be talking about that tomorrow as well. Please encourage them to join our webinar tomorrow night. Bring them along, and they can understand the program. And we won't be talking too much about CBD because we kind of feel that that's what we're talking about today. But it should be fairly short and fairly informative, and feel free to invite a lot of people.
That sounds great. So we'll go ahead and if there's no other questions, I unmuted all of you that wanted to be unmuted. And if there's any questions, you can contact us. Give me a call. Again, my number is 949-351-7085. And we look forward to, helping you, supporting you in any way we can. And of course, please come to our webinar tomorrow night. You could just go back to holisticlifecbd.com and register for tomorrow's webinar. That'll be great. And thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Margie. You and Marty have been wonderful to work with.
Thank you so much. It's great working with you too.